The Naked Gun, or to give it its full title, The Naked Gun Files from the Police Squad, but I'm lazy so I'm just going to call it Naked Gun like everyone does.
All of this is meaningless.
Follows a police detective named Frank, played by Leslie Nielsen. Oh, here we go, another generic cop movie where they've retired, but then they bring them back to finish a case that was unresolved, who foils a terrorist attack from America's greatest enemies and is then sent to prevent Queen Elizabeth II from being assassinated. You have my attention.
I realize that.
The film came from the minds of Jim Abrams, David Zucker, and Jerry Zucker, as they had wanted to do a big screen adaptation of the Police Squad TV series that they had created. However, they ended up with the title Naked Gun in order to avoid any confusion with the Police Academy franchise, and they even brought Police Academy creator Pat Proft to help contribute to several rewrites. When it came to casting, Ricardo Montalban was offered the role of the villain after seeing his performance in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. But the studio insisted that they had to cast at least one Oscar winner in order to bring in a bigger audience. They eventually selected George Kennedy, who accepted the role immediately as he had missed the opportunity to be an airplane and had been begging the writers to appear in their next movie ever since.
Well, this certainly comes as a shock to me.
Filming began on February the 22nd, 1988 in Los Angeles and wrapped up on May the 6th that same year, and The Naked Gun was released on December the 2nd, 1988 to mostly positive reviews. The film was also a huge financial success, grossing $140 million worldwide, making it the 10th highest grossing film of 1988. But if you want to hear a funny story, several years after the movie came out, Queen Elizabeth II actually attended an Oakland A's vs Baltimore Orioles game in Baltimore and met both teams in their respective dugouts. During this meeting, many news channels showed gag footage from the movie of the Queen's impersonator throwing out the first pitch. Leslie Nielsen would then meet the real Queen Elizabeth II in 2005.
This was starting to get interesting.
The film's success then led to two sequels, The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear in 1991, and The Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult in 1994. This is Dad Jokes the franchise. But neither received the same critical or financial success as the first film. Channel 4 picked it as the 14th best comedy of all time, while Empire placed it 7th, and the New York Times picked it as one of the 1,000 greatest movies ever made.
I say, wipe out Washington and New York.
Awkward foreshadowing? It is hilarious how Leslie Nielsen unmasks, and it's delivered so dramatically like he's a superhero. Yes, it's Comedy Man! But he even parodies Popeye! Leslie Nielsen is parodying Popeye! But oh it's O.J. Simpson! Quick, hide your wives!
Police! Throw down your guns!
Okay, that was brilliant.
Some guy!
Then they shoot up O.J. Simpson. Yeah, see how you like it. But my god, this is hilarious. He stumbles around after being shot, but absolutely every accident imaginable takes place before he falls out into the water. It's so cartoony, it's brilliant.
Not gonna be easy. Everywhere I look, something reminds me of her. Maybe it's just that cops and women don't mix.
Okay, that is a really clever joke. Like, they just show the building. They never actually say what it is or what it looks like, just so your sick minds think that it looks like tits. I mean, nothing.
Mrs. Nordberg, I think we can save your husband's arm.
But first, we must check if this glove fits his hand okay. Just procedure. But hey, this movie has kind of aged better with time. O.J. Simpson's character goes through an awful lot of pain, and now we're actually able to enjoy it a whole lot more. But in a gag that would get overused and stolen for years to come, Nielsen gives a speech but then accidentally leaves his microphone on whilst he goes for a
And we can all take pride that the Queen has chosen our visit. Indeed, it is for all the people.
Okay, it does drag on for a little bit, and it's a pee and fart gag, but it somehow works. It is really funny, and there's a reason people stole it for years.
Where'd they find Nordberg at?
Right out there, Frank. You want to take a dinghy?
No, I took care of that at the press conference.
That was funny. And I love how there's a crime scene outline of the body on top of the water.
I don't know. My memory ain't so great.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this'll refresh your memory.
I don't know, it's still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
Alright, that's pretty funny.
I can't tell you that.
Well, maybe this'll help.
I Maybe you don't think I should.
Yeah, you still don't think so?
All right, his name is Nordberg. Scum, I ought to run you in right now.
All right. He worked at Ludwig's Shipping. He tried to push something on one of my boys, I swear it. So what are you gonna do about it, copper?
Well, why should I tell you?
Maybe this'll help.
I still don't think I should tell you.
Can you spot me at 20? How about now?
All right, I'm going down to Ludwig's office. I'll find out if you're telling the truth.
I do think the funniest part of this movie is the back and forth banter between the actors. It's just so well put together. The chemistry is great.
He's still alive then?
He was shot 6 times.
I shot him in the heart.
Here's another great example of cliches that were created because of this movie. One character is in the foreground talking exposition, while the other is in the background and messes something up but has to hide it the entire time. You can definitely see the impact this movie had on comedy for the years to follow. And this would also be done to death over the decades.
Her hair was the color of gold in old paintings. She had a full set of curves. And the kind of legs you'd like to suck on for a day.
And the ass of a 7-year-old.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
God damn it. Then Nielsen's own car drives off, he yells at it to freeze. Then he shoots it anyway. Alright, not every joke's gonna land.
I can't see anything.
Use your open eye, Frank. Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, some jokes don't land alright, but it's still good, alright? You can't win them all.
I must kill Nordberg.
Let go of that fellow!
Okay, this is so ridiculous, but I kinda dig it.
The car! Follow that car!
Right, Stephanie, check your mirror. Signal. Now pull into traffic.
Okay, that is the funniest scene of the whole movie. That is amazing. They do end up getting stuck and somehow reversing at the same speed as a truck.
Right, Stephanie, gently extend your arm. Extend your middle finger.
Okay, that makes up for it. I love this guy.
Excuse me. All right, move on. Nothing to see here. Please disperse.
And then find me a more convincing green screen. So Leslie Nielsen does manage to get the girl. An old man is making out with a hot woman about half his age. Did Vince McMahon write this?
I want you to know it. Practice safe sex.
So do I.
Shut up, it's not funny, it's not.
Bingo.
God damn it, the jokes are so dumb! Sometimes they're laughably dumb, and then other times they're just dumb.
20 million deposited at Manny Bank, Zurich, upon proof of Queen's death?
But I want to kill the old limey b****.
I have a message for you from Vincent Ludwig.
I'm sorry I can't hear you! Don't fire the gun while you're talking!
Good piece of advice, it's just rude. Oh no, he's gonna come back as the Joker!
Nothing's gonna happen.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about this?
You think we were born yesterday? You didn't do anything, huh?
I've got rights. Look,
Look, Ed. He's got a picture of your wife.
Ethel.
Alright, that was funny.
Take care of yourself, baby. By the way, I faked every orgasm.
So they're at a party and Nielsen attempts to save the Queen, but yeah, it does look rather inappropriate.
Hey! Look at that, the missing evidence in the Kellner case. My God, he was innocent.
He went to the chair 2 years ago, Frank.
Accurate, yeah.
I've loved you since the first day I met you, and I'll never stop. I'm a very lucky woman.
So am I.
So we get to the baseball game where the Queen is to be assassinated. I really just said that. I mean, I'll assume she'd die of boredom before being shot. It is baseball. Anyway, Nielsen replaces the guy singing the national anthem, and it takes way too long for anyone to recognise him or realise that he's not the guy he's supposed to be. But it is quite funny as he sings horribly.
Whoops. Sorry, fellas.
Daring joke for the 80s. Wait, what? What is going on? Did they just give up at this point? One thing I don't quite get. The movie obviously isn't aimed towards children, but there's so much slapstick and so many lame jokes that I can't help but feel only children would laugh at them. There's so much of Nielsen mugging to the camera or just falling over, and it's so dumbed down it has to be for kids. But then there's so many crude adult jokes. Who is it catered towards? Oh well, have Nielsen moonwalk. And show off his obvious stunt double.
I must kill the Queen.
What? The jukebox!
Oh heavens, this is most barbaric. And I know she's old and decrepit, but how the hell is the Queen not noticing the big-ass baseball player walking towards her with a gun? Oh well, the learner driver from earlier gets hit and falls on him to save the day.
You killed him.
No. He's just stunned. He'll be all right in a couple of minutes.
Well, that was good, Oh, just keep them coming. Okay, that is amazing.
Jane, listen to me. If you don't love me, then you might as well pull that trigger, because without you, I wouldn't want to live anyway.
Yep. They seriously attempt to have an emotional romantic moment after all of the bullshit we have just watched for the last 80 minutes.
There's someone else here who wants to thank you.
Nordberg! Hiya, buddy!
Hey man, killed any more wives lately?
Whoa! Oh, Frank. Everyone should have a friend like you.
Ah, the best way to end the movie. Followed immediately by some happy music. Perfect. Now, I like this movie. I really like this movie. But why is it in here? Like I say, it's very, very funny.
Very funny.
But I don't see anything that makes it must-see. I mean, maybe because of its influence on comedy, but even then, Airplane did that a lot better. Airplane, to me, was non-stop humour. Even if one joke didn't land, another came around 20 seconds later and saved it. It was constant joke after joke after joke. Here, the jokes are good, but then there's a handful that, to me, don't work that well. It's very good, but to me, it's nothing compared to Airplane. And I honestly don't believe it belongs in the book. Airplane was a lot more creative, but here, it's just the same thing again, but not as good. Worth a watch for sure, but definitely not one I'd be dying to see again. I like Naked Gun, alright? I like it. Don't come at me.